Hannah was just the most incredible human being, and I know that Hannah would want me to be here right now, sharing the experience and wanting what happens here to be highlighted. So much of this is about her legacy. Her life really amounted to 5 words, and those 5 words are just get on with it. So everything about Hannah was, you got to get on with it. You got to lean in. You got to lean into what is difficult. And she leaned into a very difficult situation, not just what happened with her towards the end of her life, but 13 years ago, she was given 18 months to live with a very aggressive brain tumor. Crazy just to think about it. Just yesterday I was listening to some voice notes from her, and it just feels still very strange that she's not here, because she was only 38. And you know, but in those 38 years, she impacted a lot of people, and a lot of people here, the hospice, because Hannah wasn't really speaking, she only said a few words, but a lot of the nurses said to me, they said, this lady is really special, there's something about her, and it was who she was.
I mean, if I said I did one thing good in my life, it was partly producing Hannah and bringing her up to the woman she became.
But the help that we got before we came here, it wasn't just the practical side of things, it was also just feeling heard and feeling really cared for. And the care didn't just apply to Hannah, it applied to my father-in-law who lives with us and myself. It was like making sure we were okay. So I was totally dumbfounded by the love and the support that came from every single person that we had contact with.
I'd never been here. It's like a hidden gem, it's like hidden away, a gem. It's not a place you think about until you actually need it. And that's when it comes, a place like this comes, head and shoulders above anywhere else, anything I've ever seen in my life.
So the care that Hannah received was magical. And I don't use that word lightly, I really mean it. Because there's some terminology they use here, which is like, we're going to give Hannah some care. And what does that mean? And I'd leave the room while they gave her some care, and it was just washing her, cleaning her. And I'd come back in and she would look beautiful. And it was literally because these people really, really care. And I've never seen that attention to care in the way that I've seen here. And all I could put it down to is just one word, and it's just love, absolute love. She wasn't able to really see. Both of her eyes were closed at that point. I think she was unaware of just what a beautiful place this is. She absolutely loved bluebells, but unfortunately she didn't see them because she was here when they were in bloom. And the amount of times I walked around that little area, that little wooded area, for my own sanity of being in this situation, which is not something I would want, but there was no better place on earth than for her to be here. And I would just think everyone needs to come and see what goes on here, everybody. As communities, I think there are certain things that we should all support, and one of them should be hospices. And I want to do whatever I can to wake people up to what's going on here, to come and see how beautiful this place is, and just ask the question, what can I do? Because I know that this place would not exist if it wasn't for the hundreds of volunteers, all the support staff, and the donations.
Every single one, pat on the back, huge pat on the back, say thank you, keep it going, whatever it takes, keep doing what you're doing.
She was definitely at peace. They worked really hard to make sure that she was comfortable and she wasn't in distress. So this was the best place on earth for her to spend her last days.